Hey guys, it's Jenny from Polly's Paper Studio, and for today's video, I'm just sharing a quick tip for people who like to make their own tags. I make my own reinforcing dots because I do like them to coordinate with the tag, and I can use the paper collection that I'm using so that my tag will match perfectly. This is so fast and easy, and I know there's dies that you can get that punch these out, but I want to use things that I have already at hand, and so I am going to show you how to create this tag, and it has the coordinating paper from the collection, so I know that it matches perfectly. So let's get started. So you want to start with paper that will coordinate with your collection. In this case, I had some scraps. This is a collection that I've nearly finished off, and there was enough to make a card and a few tags. So these little bits I usually try to save for this purpose. And then I also have a 1/2 inch hole punch. And so you can just punch these out very simply, and I'm going to run them through the Xyron. I have found that if you put 3 wide, it will go through perfectly. I don't like to waste adhesives, so I'm going to do 3 right now. And then grab that Xyron. This is a 1.5 inch dispenser, and I don't know if you can see, but I've got that tucked right down in the corner. And then the second one in the middle, and then one more. And then I'm just going to pull that through and remove this section. You do want to rub that just like any regular Xyron projects, because you want to transfer that adhesive to your spot and remove it from the backing. So peel that off. I've tried it without peeling it off, and I think that it does work much better this way. And then you'll want to grab your hole punch. I have a crocodile here, but I don't think it's necessary. You can just use a regular handheld punch and use the larger setting, so it is mostly a standard size hole punch, I think. And then I like to rock it back and forth because sometimes that adhesive gets stuck in there, and you want it to be a nice punch without having ragged edges. So go ahead and do all of these punched through. Now this is another piece of the pattern paper that was left from the collection. I just cut it to the size of the tag I wanted and nipped the corners off, and I'm going to add one of these dots. I think that it coordinates perfectly, and it gives the tag such a nice finished look. Not too low, and you do have a minute to work it around before it adheres, so you can get it right in the center. Now you can just go ahead and punch that right through, and you've got yourself a perfectly coordinated tag with the reinforcing dot that matches your paper collection. Put a piece of twine through there, or you could even finish it further with a metal eyelet. I think that would be beautiful, and this just makes your tag match your project so perfectly. Now I do like to go ahead and punch as I'm going along if I have a project I'm working on, and I save them in one of these little containers from the dollar store. I use these for my sequins too. That's so nice, and you can see through them. So like I said, put 3 through, because that way you won't waste adhesive. And now I've got a few stacked in here for projects when I'm working along and I just need a purple reinforcing dot. This is wood grain. Those look really pretty on tags. But just save your little punches, and then when you need 1 or 2 or 3, you can dig through and pull them out, and they're already ready. So that is my quick tip for you today. If you enjoyed this tip, can you give it a like? Leave me a comment, and if you're not already, I would love for you to subscribe. And as always, I'm wishing you a happy and productive day, and I thank you so much for watching. Bye.